Hi, everyone. My name is Jason Fisk, and I'm the Assistant Dean for Professional Programs here at UCLA School of Law. Such a pleasure to be with you here today. Today, we're talking about the Pathways to HR Director program, which is a new program offered here at the law school through the um, UCLA Law's Executive Education Department. And the Executive Education Department exists to provide access to the top quality instruction from a tier one institution to the general public. So that's why we exist here for executive education. Now, this program specifically was launched for the first time this last year, and so this is the second incoming cohort. And what we did was we looked to see um, okay, how can people, what are people looking for and what do people need who are looking to advance their careers in the HR profession, particularly those who are in entry to mid-level positions? And so what we did was we sent out surveys to hundreds of people who are kind of in that pipeline of HR and just simply asked, what would be the things that you would like to learn and that you think would be helpful to advance your career? And then we sent a second set of surveys out to HR directors, hundreds of them, and surveyed and asked them, what are the things that you actually think are the most important that you wish you knew when you started as an HR director? And also, what other things might be helpful for you, might have been helpful to you for you to get to where you are today? And we got some amazing feedback, and all of that feedback is what shaped the existence of this program. And what we've done is um, we've compiled it together into a few different components. So first, and the center of everything is the coursework. So there's five different courses that you take in this program, starting in early March and going all the way into August. And I'll go over those in a second. The next component is one-on-one guided mentorship for those who want it. So for those who want, you'd be assigned a mentor who's a director hire for you to bounce ideas off and to help you in whatever way you want them to. Next is we've added in on-campus and online networking events for people to be able to meet each other and meet directors and meet people at the law school, all designed to build some connections to help you in your career. We've also added a couple sessions on career advising for people. We're bringing in experts in that field that you can come in and ask questions and hear from as far as what their advice is on how to shape your career to head to the next levels. And then finally, we have one of the five classes specifically, which I'll talk about, is designed around special lectures. While four of the classes are very legal oriented, we are at the law school, and naturally HR is all a lot about the law, as you well know. But one of the classes is special topics in HR that includes special topics that are not necessarily the law, but skill sets that are very important. And then finally, you earn a certificate of completion from UCLA School of Law for completing this program. So now talking about the classes specifically. So this is what the schedule would look like for you. So starting with employment law, starting March 3rd with Professor Wong. Now, a true differentiator of this program is that these are faculty who teach at the law school. So each of the first four professors listed teach classes in the JD program and at the law school. So you're getting the same professors who teach there to teach these classes. And it starts with employment law. And what you can expect for each of the online classes is that each week there'll be a two hour live class that goes from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific online. And most of them are Tuesday nights, but I think one is on Monday night. So there's each class will basically be on the same night of the week, but then the next class could be on a different night of the week. But each week you'll be assigned readings, and so you might have a few different legal cases to read, or maybe some regulations or a case studies type thing to bring in. And then the professor during the sessions will speak a little to the topic, but also engage you in conversation regarding the materials that you prepared in advance coming into the sessions. So that's kind of what you can expect on a week in, week out basis for these classes. Now, the second class is unique and truly what will be a highlight of the program. It is the negotiations 2 day seminar with Dean Kropkin, who's a leading expert in negotiations worldwide, written numerous books on the topic. And that is on April 11th through the 12th here on campus at UCLA School of Law for those 2 days. So, if you can't, for whatever reason, come to the campus those 2 days, that's fine. You can earn a certificate of completion just by doing the online classes alone. But if by any means you can, you're gonna want to. You're gonna want to attend those couple days on campus, as it's truly a highlight. It includes it's packed with simulations. You'll learn negotiating concepts and strategies. Then you'll apply them through simulations through groups that you'll do that will be guided. And so it's a really cool experience. And everyone last year said it was a big highlight. So anyway, that's the 2 day on campus one. Then back to the online regular classes, regular compared to the other ones, is employment discrimination is the next with Professor Fishkin. And Professor Fishkin is tenured faculty at the law school and has taught in this area for years, is a leading expert. And that one starts in April and is a very important topic in the area. Then next up is wage and hour law, which starts in late May and goes into June with Professor Reyes, who teaches at the law school and has been doing this area of the law for a long time as a lawyer. So he has a lot to share, really practical stuff. Then finally is our special topics in HR class, which starts in July and goes to early August. Now these ones are we'll have a session on like organizational management, engaging employees, and interacting with lawyers, and how to do that effectively within your role, and those types of things. And so the director of executive education, Jamie Bosho, will be leading each week. We'll have a panel of experts on each of the topic areas, and you can bring your questions and engage people engage the panels in conversation as well. So that's what you can expect as far as the coursework is concerned over the course of those 5 months 6 months in the program as the courses move along. So now let's talk a little bit about the events that are aside from the classes. So it starts with a mixer and online orientation that's on March 2nd. The first day of class starts March 3rd. And so the night before that we'll meet online, and everyone will be able to meet each other who's in your cohort. And I'll talk about things related to the classes that'll help you for the program, and that'll be on March 2nd. Then we have an on-campus networking event on April 11th. That's the on-campus negotiation class is the 11th and the 12th. And so the 11th, which is a Saturday, after doing the negotiation class for the day, we'll have a mixer happy hour type event that's right after it on that day on campus. Then on May 2nd, we have a guest speaker and on-campus networking event on campus that day for you to attend. And then finally, we'll have an online career advising event on June 29th as well. So those are all separate from the actual classes, but events that are designed for you in this program. So the mentors, this is just a sampling of last year's mentors, and most all of these are back for this year as well, and others. So it just shows that this was really a special part of the program last year for those who wanted to participate and get one, where you will meet with at least a couple times throughout the course of the program and just brainstorm with each other, right? So you can ask any questions, ask for guidance, you can communicate with them. You can meet with them over lunch, online, phone call, whatever you two mutually agree upon. But it's a great opportunity for you to meet someone who's not in your company, and maybe not even in the same industry, but someone who can come at it from a different perspective and really give you perspective on things within your career. And then finally, why UCLA School of Law specifically? Well, I'm sure you well know about UCLA, but we are the #1 ranked law school in Southern California. We're the #1 most applied to university in the nation, and we're the #12 ranked law school nationwide, putting us in Tier 1 status as a law school. One other thing I'll say is this program, and you'll find from the very first day of classes that the design of the program and the classes particularly are designed for you to be able to gain a strong familiarity and knowledge of all the most important areas that human resources professionals have to face on a leadership level. And because it's not always about having to know every detail about every little thing, but if you're the one who can spot key legal issues that come up in your job, that can make you a very valuable person. And you can save your organization a lot of time, money, effort by being able to preempt problems across the board. And so that's what this program is to really build you to be effective at that next level so that that paves your path to be able to be successful in your yes in your current job, but also the next jobs that you'll have coming up. So that's kind of how the program is designed. Now, you could it's time to apply now. February 26th, 1 week from today, is the final application deadline. Um, you would submit your online application, which would include uploading a resume or a CV. Application fees are waived for the second cohort into this program. And again, you just need to submit by February 26th. I mean, really, it would take less than 5 minutes to apply, assuming you have your resume handy. You'd also write up a little statement of a paragraph or two that just says, what's your purpose for wanting to this degree? I mean, this program, how is it going to help you? And then as far as the cost of the program, it's $5,500 total for the program, but $4,000 if you work for a government, nonprofit, or a university. And payment plans are available. So of course you could pay the whole amount up front, but alternatively, you can pay a small amount by the start of the program and then spread out the payments all the way through May if that's better for you too. So you can always ask us about that, but there you can also look on our website for those plans. So we'll go ahead and put in the chat now a link to the application page, which includes information about the program, but also includes the application and also has the information about the payment plans there if you'd like to read about that. And you can always email us at the execed@law.ucla.edu email account. We are more than happy to help. One final thing before I turn it over for any questions you might have is I really suggest you follow our LinkedIn page. So it's UCLA Law Executive Education, and that we regularly post things about this program and our other things that we have coming up. We have a lot of really cool stuff coming up, and that'll help you kind of keep informed about what's out there and what kind of options there are for you, but also to be able to learn more about this specific program. So anyway, that's that. Thank you so much for taking the time to come learn more about this program. And like I said, if you have just follow-up questions at any point, feel free to email us at execed@law.ucla.edu. Happy to help. And hope to see your applications in soon and hope to see you in the program. And just so I can see you on that night of the orientation. But otherwise, hope you have a great rest of your day.